Coming up on this episode of the Hitstreak.
We want to serve you guys. We want to build something that's amazing. We want to look back on this 5-10 years from now and build something incredible.
Hopefully we touch a sparkle inside of you and
Absolutely.
touch a moment or a feeling with you, and we can do this forever.
Whoa. Check this out. Some of the world's biggest success stories started with nothing. Just grit, hustle, and a story worth hearing. So if you've clawed your way up, if you've built something out of nothing, if you've got a story that people need to hear, folks, this is your shot. The Hitstreak isn't just a podcast. It's a platform not just for top performers, it's also a platform that takes real stories from underdogs, builders, and dreamers, and it puts them on the map. Your story, your brand, your breakthrough. Apply now to be a guest. We'll put you in front of millions of viewers worldwide. You'll get pro-level content, high-level exposure, and a seat at the table with people who've been there and made it out. I'm not only looking for polished top performers. I'm looking for real stories from real people. If you've been through the fire and came out stronger, you belong on this show. Apply now. This is your moment. Email management@nickhyder.com or comment or DM the word Hitstreak to apply. The Hitstreak is where rags to riches stories have been told, and the next one could be yours. Blessings, folks. Welcome back to another episode of the Hitstreak. I'm your man, Nick Hyder. And folks, we're just going to get right into this one today because it's just extremely awesome what we got going on today. Folks, check it out. These are the two dudes, the duo that you didn't know that you absolutely needed in your life, but now you know you can't do without. We're going to have a good old time today, folks. We're going to get right into it. Check it out. He is a groundbreaking Nashville DJ. He's actually the first DJ to ever get a country music recording contract. Unbelievable. He's a producer. He's an entertainer. He's a partner and a spokesman for Happy Jewelers, Happy Dad, Roper and Tin Hall, and Real American Beer. Folks, give it up for my man, DJ Silver. How we doing, Silver?
It's great to be back in the kitchen cooking up with you, getting ready to announce some big things, big partnerships, and I'm just glad to be with you celebrating your birthday.
Absolutely. That is my birthday today. That's right, man. So happy birthday to old Nick.
Happy birthday, 35. Looks good on you.
and this dude right here actually, he needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway, folks. Check it out. He's none other than a Super Bowl champion, a Pro Bowl wide receiver. He's an entrepreneur. He's a podcaster. He's a partner and spokesperson for Pride and Tradition Bourbon, Trace and Chase, and SI Pro Picks. Golden Showtime Tate is in the building, baby.
Woo. Happy birthday, first and foremost. And I'm going to be honest, I saw Mojo's Tacos on my way here, so I'm pumped to stop by and get me some tacos on my way back. Because I've been fasting, and I got about another 45 minutes, and then I can eat.
Well, it sounds like we're on the clock.
Something. Why are you not eating?
I'm fasting. I don't eat after 6, and then I don't eat again until 12 or 1. Depends on what's happening in life. But
I would die.
It sounds like we're on the clock. Did I just hear that right?
No, not at all. I just saw it. It was on my mind. It kind of came, and I was like, yes, Mojo's Tacos.
Mojo Tacos.
You started talking about happy things, happy dads, and happy
place.
seltzers, and happy-go-luckies. And I was like, man, them tacos gonna make me real happy too.
Well, check it out. As we sit today, it is my birthday. It's November 4th, right?
Happy birthday. Should we sing him happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Well, that's the first.
That's the first time.
That's a first on the Hitstreak, baby.
Working on your birthday, man. Look at there.
Backstreet Boys over here. The harmonizing.
I mean, I need to get a deal. I'm just saying.
It's a we thing.
Come on.
I mean,
that was in a pocket.
I gotta say, I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
Quartet, whatever it was. We just
I don't know. Hey, we can be the men in black.
Yeah, got you. You got the men.
The boys in black.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a call in. I guess it was in early October from Silver, and he was telling me about an idea that he had that put both of you guys together. And the moment that he described what it was like, why in the world has nobody thought of this before, right? So, John, like, kind of set me up a little bit. Silver, set me up here. Like, what happened? What brought you guys together? And kind of like I just want to hear y'all go, like how this came about.
Well, first and foremost, we're good friends, and we follow, we support, we encourage. I do a ton of podcasts on my own. Gold is always doing podcasts. He's doing podcasts, and I've always had this idea. I wanted to do a podcast, but I always needed a Batman to the Robin. I needed I don't know any more duos to make that sound funny, but then I just saw it. I was like, dude, this is perfect. Golden, what's your thought and process on this? And that's where we came from. I called Golden. He said, I'm in. Then I was like, I'm calling one guy, Nick. I got this idea, and he answered.
That's right. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I answered on the first ring, and I said, hear me out. Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me we're onto something. Call somebody else. Like, dude, I love it. I text Goldie back. I said, we got our guy.
Yeah.
So, Golden, like, tell me about, he throws this idea at you. All right. We got I'm just going to call him country music superstar because you're on the road with him. You've been on the road with him for 15 years. All the country DJs, you paved the road for him, period.
Yeah, awesome.
Residencies in the biggest markets, the biggest clubs in the world. And then literally Showtime. Mm-hmm. Showtime. Sitting over two-sport collegiate athlete. The Yak King. Two-sport Division I athlete in college. Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champ. Highlight reels.
Legend.
I'm telling you, highlight reels for days. How in the world did this come together, dude?
I was just looking for an excuse to hang out with Silver more. Love him, love his family. He makes me happy. He's funny as shit. He's extremely good looking, and I want hair like him when I'm older, which I don't know if it's possible. But honestly, just I've been involved in the podcast and media world, and I realize that I don't want to be going into the ESPNs and having to travel and be away from my family. And he lives like 5 minutes away from me, so it's super convenient. But one of the deepest things, we have a lot of the same interests. We know a lot of the same people and network. And we just
same goals, same morals, same family.
Yeah. So it feels easy, and like to be able to potentially call this work. And it's just simply as us hanging out, talking about real things, doing our thing is awesome. So it was a no-brainer for me. As me being retired from my first job, being an NFL player, and in the midst of being a dad and a family man, I feel like, hey, I got time to squeeze this in and hang with my boy. Yeah. Yeah. And he has incredible stories that every time I hang out with him, he's telling me a story and I'm just like, my mouth is dropping. I'm like, you experienced what? You saw what? You met who? It's like, wow, dude.
Mm-hmm. And I feel the same about Golden, because every athlete wants to be a musician and vice versa. And I start off as a fan of him on TV, then friend to family, and a fan of him as a friend and a family. And I just think it's you got to find somebody, if you're going to work with, that you love being around, and you can vibe off each other. And I feel like Golden was the only call I made.
Yeah. It sounds like there's kind of like a bit of a bromance going on here, and
it's not weird unless you make it, Golden.
I will confirm there is a bit of a bromance there.
The only other person I talked about doing a podcast, true story, was Hulk Hogan, and I called you about that.
You did,
and we were going to do the main event podcast. Trying to get Hulk Hogan tied down was catching a bluefin tuna on a perch hook, bro. It wasn't it.
Just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Silverback, I'm here. Be here.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get sushi. I'm like, bro, you had me at sushi.
Yeah.
So that was it. He's the one that kind of put it in my head. It's like, you need to get a podcast, brother. We can do it down here at the Hangout. And I miss that dude every day of my life. And so it just wasn't meant to happen for whatever reason.
That's right.
And that kind of gets to where how you guys knew each other, and I was being introduced to you. And I'm just gonna be honest, when he sent me your material, I saw this photo and I was like, ain't no way in heck I'm about to be hanging out with this dorky ass dude here. But then I trusted him, and so I came in.
His credit score went up 400 points. Got a leather jacket.
That's right.
Got that porn star 5 o'clock. You're our guy, man.
Yeah. And then I actually meet Nick and his awesome son, Ethan. And I was like, oh yeah, these are people that I want to surround myself, that have a good time, that are good people. But at the end of the day, Silver and I want to kind of be the talent, be the talkers,
and just walk out.
We had no clue on the back end and what it takes to be successful and the algorithms, and that's where Nick and his production company has come in big. And so as we are educating ourselves on how to do this, we're just hanging out with people that we want to be around, which is so important in this short life. And so I'm grateful because it's something I've been praying to God about, like, hey, Lord, place people in my life that are going to help me be the best version of myself, that are actually going to help me bring glory to your kingdom, and do some good and be heard under my terms. And I think I found that in this duo on camera, but we are really a trio when it's all said and done.
No, I preach. It's the same. It's like, I just wanted to go where you're appreciated, not accepted. I said, Golden, this is the opportunity. We need to be the talent and let people that know what they're doing do what they do.
Absolutely.
And I said, let's talk and leave, and we'll see what it is. And Antoine kicks us back the real sizzle reel we cut. I was like, dude, we could release this right now.
Yeah, it's good.
It makes us look really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like I remember it sounding cool when I filmed it, and then I was like, saw like some clips. I'm like, golly, we look like them dudes.
We look like we knew what we were doing. Yeah.
Well, it did come. I mean, seriously, for a first shot, it was pretty much awesome. And like, isn't it crazy how the little set we threw together in like that tiny little room, how it's crazy how good it looks on camera.
Yeah. I can't wait for everyone to see it. Just see a vision come true. Anybody can have an idea or push or a concept, but step in, put 2 feet down on it, put it out, and 7 days later, like, we did it.
That's right. That's right.
And I just feel like it was our first time sitting in chat, and I felt like an hour spent like 10 minutes, and I felt like I just feel like it's going to be a home run.
Yeah, and that's kind of the tell-all. A part of this, I believe, is that we were here for maybe an hour, and we probably could have sat and filmed probably a whole season of stuff, just things that happened over the last week or month. Because
we could have put a whole episode of you parallel parking, bro.
Seriously,
yeah.
We don't need to tell them about that.
All right.
Now we're
they got
it's
cars
part of
that
the
do
learning
that
curve.
All
the
right.
learning curve. We're learning together, like what to say and what not to say. And I didn't need you to.
I'm just here. If there's a parallel or direct, I'm gonna take the parallel from now on.
Gosh, dang it! I got a lot going on in this brain. Okay,
I get it.
And you combine that with the football and the hits.
It's a pressure. You got a guy out there with
There's
the camera.
a few loose screws up there.
Yeah, you got a guy out there with the camera watching you valet a $190,000 car.
Ethan's out there looking like TMZ paparazzi at LAX. I'm like, what the heck is this kid doing? Why is he like filming me? And ding, ding, ding. Once I got in, I was like, oh, okay.
And he's like, you can put a semi in this. I don't know why we're on our 5th turn, but do what you do, bro.
The things that go on.
Not to mention, I left you a spot right next to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for doubling down, bro.
Got it though. It's all right. I'm here for you.
So, folks, I told you so. This is the easiest interview I've ever done because I'm just gonna let them go, man. Like, you know what I mean? This is amazing.
I'm really pissed that he got the skinny light. The whole fucking conversation, they give the skinny guy with 0 body fat the skinny light and tell me to cross my legs and lean over. It's fucked up.
You just got to cover up those ankles.
It's hard to hide these calves, bro.
Yeah, they start at your ankles.
Yeah, that's right.
Every day's calf day, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Every day's calf day. All right, so
he said I had cankle. That's fucked up.
Focus.
You lost me there. I don't have cankles.
Sorry. I mean, I think they're beautiful, bro. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I mean? I think they're beautiful.
A lot of men try to get those things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can fit.
I had that coming. Talk about his parallel. I get it.
Well, you have your own jewelry line. Do we not have any ankle bracelets yet thrown out there?
I mean, not that big.
Was it a headband? Did you throw?
I mean, that's a 28-inch choker right there, bro. I don't know.
I mean, that's the size of some people's necks.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, if I had abs, it wouldn't be fair for any of you. I know that.
Okay.
Oh man! So the best episodes are when you're getting the blooper reels and all the outtakes and the real stuff all at the same time.
Now we know my limits, Golden. Okay. Touche on the valet parking.
Oh my god! But see, this is why we work, because like we just genuinely love each other, and we like. This is like the harmless, just have fun with it. And
glad I don't have feelings.
I'll give you a hug, bro.
No, I don't
want
want
to hold hands.
I'm telling you. I told you. Hi, folks. I'm your man, Nick Hyder, and I just want to say a quick thank you for all of you, the millions of you tuning into the Hitstreak. If you have not already, subscribe to the Hitstreak on all digital platforms. Share your favorite episodes with your friends, your team, literally whoever needs a lift. We've built a worldwide audience of millions, and we're just getting started. Every episode, we're breaking down the playbook of top performers so that you can get to that next level too. We're literally getting the information from the people that have it to the people that need it by bringing on guests that everybody knows and some that not everybody knows yet. So again, thank you for being a part of this movement. Keep listening, keep sharing, and keep leveling up with the Hitstreak. Assuming that we'll ever be able to get through shows, all right? Because the shows will have purpose and a little bit of an agenda, so to speak, right? So, but like it's still as we sit today, it's still in the beginning of the like conception stages. So let's talk about what we did in the pilot, right? Golden, you can go first. Talk about what we did in the pilot. And like, I mean, because there's some cool stuff. It was like 5 cameras. One of them was overhead. There was some card ripping and stuff. So talk to me a little bit about the pilot and kind of like once you saw it, what ideas kind of like what gets you excited about it?
You know, Silver and I, and also you, Nick, we had some discussions, and what we learned very quickly was we were overthinking it.
Yeah.
We were overthinking it, trying to prep and give people what they wanted to listen to. We wanted people to feel like they were just hanging out. And if you're sitting in 40 minutes of I-65 traffic or 405 traffic that you didn't mind it because you were listening and hanging out with us. And I think we accomplished that. And it just got better once we just like said, screw it, and let's just catch up and have fun and talk about what we want to talk about. It became so natural.
Mm-hmm.
And so we covered a lot of things that we're passionate about. And you mentioned a little bit the car breaking thing. That's something I've gotten into recently that I'm obsessed with. I'm a risk taker. I love adrenaline and the dopamine release. And, you know, it's another way of gambling. I love gambling on the golf course and I love sports gambling, but my wife hates it. And so this is another way where I can kind of like do that. And I'm, you know, he loves cards and collectibles, and he's got a bunch of stories that we will get into over episodes. But yeah, we kind of covered that and what's happening in life. Right. The cool stories that just happen on the weekly basis that we want to share. And it just kind of came together. And then having people like you involved with the production and the behind the scenes, someone who's done this for years upon years, we feel like we're able to kind of skip some of the learning stuff because we got the extra set of ears and eyes that are kind of protecting us. So we are super excited just to give everyone an insight of like what's happening in our life.
I felt like
what means a lot to us.
And I felt like when we walked in that studio, it was more than I expected. You know, we had 5 or 6 cameras. We had backlights. We had logos on the TV. We felt like exactly what we wanted it to be. It was just the talent. And I had nothing to worry about on the back end for the first time. Yeah. We didn't micromanage. We just talked, and I figured like they rocked it. I mean, we have a concept. I texted him. He was like, we could do a podcast. I said, do you have a light? And he'll send me a picture of a light. You know what I mean? So that's how far I've thought about it. Then we walked in and you see ground lights, floor lights, backlights, cameras, and it's everything that you said you would do and more.
Well, it was one of the greatest compliments that Antoine and I got was when you showed up. You had no idea what you're walking into. There was trust there, and dude, that meant more to us than you guys could ever imagine, man. Truly.
And watching it back, I was texting. You know, we all have group texts, and Golden and I said, I think, bro, what do you think? It looked good. And then I only had one critique, and it was the way that we were sitting. And, and that's the easiest fix of all. It could have been a motor instead of a lug nut. You know,
that's right.
And easy fix. And I just like this, we could literally release this right now and hit traction.
Oh yeah.
And I sent it out to a few people to get eyes on it, and they all said the same thing.
Yeah, man. And that was nothing. You know what I mean? That was nothing.
Wait till we get a fog machine, bro. Strobe lights.
Oh my gosh.
Midgets. I mean, look, I got visions here.
Well, I tell you one thing that is, you mentioned before, you know, a lot of athletes, when they're done, they'll go work for ESPN or somebody else. And I think, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I think it's great. But those are guys that they need ESPN. ESPN would need you guys more than you guys would need them. And that's what makes it different. Like literally, one thing that I think would be cool when you're doing those cards is it's a great reveal. But I'd be shocked if y'all find one where one of y'all don't have their phone number in your phone. Like that would be its own thing. Like because you guys know everybody.
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, the day that we were filming, there was a couple phone calls that happened in the back there. Like it was
Marty
nuts.
Smith from ESPN called. They were doing College Game Day in Nashville, and Diego Pavia was in the back. It's my guy.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So and you had a bet with him, didn't you?
Yes, I had a bet. I didn't even really know who he was back when we made the bet because it was a Nashville Stars, Legends versus Stars at Vanderbilt Stadium, a great event, and we had like a home run derby. And so me and Diego make it to the end, and we go, home run for home run, to the point where they just said, hey, you know what? We got to get the game going. You guys both share it. You both win, which is at the time I was like, no, there needs to be a winner. Let's keep going. The competitor to me. But then I learned, he made a comment later or at some point say, hey, look, if we go 5-0, you got to return this trophy. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. Thinking you're Vanderbilt and SEC. I've seen the story for way too long. Like
you already got uplighting for that trophy,
right?
In your house.
I grew up here. My brother went to Vanderbilt, so Vanderbilt's my second favorite college team without a doubt. But I've had the heartbreak, and because Vanderbilt's done it right for so many years, it's hard for them to compete. Yeah. But now they're here.
Diego's
and so,
a dog, bro.
Yeah, that he is very much a dog. And so, long story short. You were FaceTiming him and say, hey, remember I bet? And I was like, oh crap, yes. And I'm thinking like, dang, I gave that trophy to my daughter and I think the bat broke. But I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
It adds more
I'll give more
seasoning.
But yeah, and so that's when I learned and it all came together like, man, hey, Diego is that dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm so happy he's here in Nashville playing for Vanderbilt, and let's go. Go Doors.
Well, the ultimate in entertainment is sports and music, right? So like you guys know everybody. There's no better people to comment or have opinions about sports and music than you guys. Just like you're talking about Diego and the players and everything else. Like when I think of you guys, and this may be crazy, but a couple years from now, if it takes that long, there's a lot of stuff that happens in this town: NFL drafts, New Year's, Christmas parades, and everything else. Like. What attracted Antoine to you guys, besides just what naturally happens, is like, man, like these guys are the real deal. They're at that point in their life where they've done it. They're looking to kind of have more, be around their families a little bit more. Like those are the guys you see hosting. Hey, Silver says, hey, I'm going to pass it to Golden across the street over there on Broadway, to interview somebody else. Like that's it could really go there, like for real.
So, and I'd love to see us at the NFL drafts, the World Series, the Major League Baseball playoffs.
Absolutely.
WWE events.
Yeah. And whatever opportunities that come is all from God, and it's a blessing. We're grateful, but truly, that's not even the reason why we started. We just wanted to hang out more, and we wanted to share our stories, and we wanted to hopefully give people hope. And we also wanted to be like, hey, we're not going to be like we're perfect people. We know we're not perfect people. We don't want you to even see like we're perfect. We want you to see our flaws. We want to rag on each other. We want to have real discussions on like what's happening within our family or in the business world. We want to be able to connect with people no matter what their experience, race, what their beliefs, in politics are, or whatever their religions are. We want to be able to connect with all people and just want people to understand that, hey, we're going to listen. We want to listen. We want to have these critical conversations, and we don't want there really to be so much of right and wrong. Or I just want to challenge. We want to challenge people to think, be critical, think.
Don't be afraid to think.
And don't listen to everything that you just see online. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of our gifts is like not condemning people really, but just like challenging you to think, I'm gonna hear what you're saying and your belief, and I'm gonna respect that because your feelings are your feelings and what your research you've done. But I'm gonna ask you a question that maybe makes you think about it from the other side. Yeah. And I think that's a balance that we have for each other, and we're confident in who we are in ourselves, in our careers, that we are able to ask those questions and challenge people because we don't really care about the repercussions.
Yeah, that's right.
And we know that we live in a world that is looking to build you up quick just so they can chop you down faster. And we're kind of okay with that. We just want to have conversations. I think this world is so hungry for like realness.
Just hanging with a homie for an hour.
Yeah, we're done with the whole like let's dress up as pretty as we can and give this vibe that we live this perfect life, because we don't. We got issues just like everyone out there, and we want people to feel like it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay not to be okay.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Well, I mean, in all, being serious for real, like who knows the impact of unity that a show like this could have, because literally what most Americans are fighting over right now is sitting across from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's absolutely right.
It's nuts. So, and it just goes to show you how silly it is, how silly a lot of it could be. You know what I mean? Because you guys are living proof right there. And it just goes to prove that you take what you do seriously, but not yourself. You know what I mean? And that's
at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion, and you're entitled to that opinion, and you're entitled to your beliefs. I want you to believe it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I think, that's also why some of these great companies that have partnered with you guys are doing it. And there's a lot more to come from that. But that's for me, I get to sit across from some great people on a regular basis. And the one word that gets brought up more than anything else is authenticity.
Yeah, right.
Gratitude and authenticity are the two biggest things, man. And I don't know. It's just, I put it to you this way. You can't have a bad mood around y'all two. You can't be in a bad mood around you guys.
Yeah, it's your fault.
That's right. Exactly right.
That's
so
what we want. We want people to, we don't want anyone to have a shitty day, but shitty days are just a part of life. They will happen, and our feelings can change on the drop of a dime. Something said, something happens in traffic, experience. But we want, when you turn on our show, listen to it, watch us, that you feel like, man, it's gonna be okay.
I'm Golden's friend.
It's
gonna be okay. Silver's my guy.
Yeah, yeah,
that's right. Well, so let's talk about when we were coming up with names for this potential show, right? Mm-hmm. So normally, when you're doing a show a launch of this caliber, there's a whole lot of IP and analytics and things that are considered when you make every decision.
Yeah, there's a process to this.
Yeah, but when it came to naming this one, it took about 10 seconds. Maybe about 10 seconds. And everybody, it was almost so easy. It was like, it can't be that. It can't be that easy. We need to rethink it again, right? So, So Silver, what did your wife say when you're like, what do you think about this?
She goes, no brainer.
No brainer.
No brainer. And I know I was like silver and gold. He's like gold and silver. I'm like, silver and gold it is.
We definitely had that conversation.
Did
why
you
you got to be first, and why don't I get the rest of my name in it? You get silver and gold. I need the N in there somewhere too, but it's honestly, I think you nailed it.
Just worked.
You nailed it.
I'll send him the best idea ever, and he goes, "How'd you come up with that?" And I'm like, "Damn, bro."
But see, that's me asking. And that's the problem with text, man. You can't hear and feel the emotion.
Yeah,
and
I was like, "Do we need a catch line?" He goes, "Do we?" I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah,
you want to talk? I don't know what's happening right now.
Right. Should we FaceTime or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it happens. I think you nailed it, and
I think it was meant to happen, or it would have happened that quick.
Yeah.
All I know is there was a whole conversation about voice to text that just I still roll on the floor and I think about it. As a matter of fact, I would just love to see, like, one of these days I want a camera over y'all's shoulder and I want to just read the text messages between the two of y'all. I want to what y'all say.
Apple did not implant a Southern accent while you're voice to texting. I mean, I don't even know what some of these words are, and I know when I'm not saying them.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, you want to meet me at the Mojo Taco? Turn left on 45 South, hit 12, and your doors are locked. That's not what I said, Apple. That is not what I said. And he was just like, what? I was like, damn it. Just it ain't made for me.
Yeah. Well.
You should hear me talking in my car. German engineering and this accent is not it.
Not it.
I'll just roll the damn windows down, bro. Don't sweat it.
And you would think like the voice text would work.
I don't think I have an accent.
Yeah, but you would think like, because you talk a lot. So like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of data behind it.
It could catch up with me, is what you're saying.
Right. So I would think the algorithm or whatever it is that's listening to your voice would understand by now. But
it should have been trained.
Yeah.
Just catch up.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm on an iPhone 15. It's had a minute. I mean, I don't know where we're at.
These updates, man.
Yeah.
So when this show comes out, the holidays will be behind us. However, it's a busy time. It's a fun time, especially in this town in the South, right? So, and you guys being somebody, you got a lot to do, a lot of work stuff, right? It's a lot of events and everything else. So, Silver, what's some stuff you got going on in November and December?
November, December's cooked. It's like my busiest 2 months. We have BravoCon in Las Vegas, F1 in Vegas. We got holidays in Florida with the family, NFR back in Vegas. We got one more festival ending in Tampa, Florida, New Year's in St. Louis, and then year's over, man.
Yeah, and then you just came off the road from another tour with Aldine.
Tour with Jason. That ended in October and still going. We got one more show this weekend, and that's not a tour show just to go. So I usually take most of January off because our wedding anniversary, and but we have a tour kicking second week of January all the way into the Waste Management Open in February. So I'm taking November a little slow.
Gotcha. Tell me about what was the how many years have you been with Jason now?
14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you were nobody had ever, we looked and I remember when you got the gig, nobody had carried a DJ with him out on the road before.
So I think Urban brought out a DJ for a weekend. For whatever reason, it didn't work, but it's the first one to go.
Wow. Are you ready to take your brand digital? At HitLab Creative, we don't just make content. We build your digital foundation from the ground up. So whether you're launching a podcast, creating scroll-stopping social media content, or building a website that actually converts, we connect all the dots. Podcast production, CRM systems, content strategy, data analytics, branding, it's all under one roof. Because in today's world, content without strategy, it's just noise. And you're here to make an impact. So if you're ready to launch smarter, grow faster, and create with a purpose, it's time to team up with the HitLab. Visit hitlabstudio.com/studio-time and let's build something that lasts. Because the HitLab is where digital strategy meets data-driven content creation. All right, I don't know if I've ever asked you about this. Do you know about this, Golden? How did that conversation happen? Was it like a trial in the beginning? Like Hal give you a couple of shots at it, or did he lock you down long term?
I'm sure that was there. Let's see what he'll do. But I was like, man, I'm here. I never thought any otherwise. But it's we started. First show was in Little Rock, Arkansas. They put me on a scissor lift, bro. You know what that is? It's a thing that goes up like that, and that thing was swaying side to side. 3-second delay. I had no monitor. I was like,
were you outdoors?
No. Inside the arena, in AT&T Arena or T-Mobile or whatever it is in Little Rock. I was like, boys, this is my resignation. This is it. I am not taking my fat ass back up on that. I mean, it was just not it.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, well, 14 years, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I know that our boy Rod, there's so many other DJs have gotten gigs because I guess you got a call and you're like, well, I'm booked. But
I got Rod out with Rascal Flats. I helped Hish go out with Brantley Gilbert. I helped my buddy Austin go out with John Party. And DJ Rock's always out with Luke. So it's a good thing to see you catch on.
I still think there's a business there. You know what I'm saying? I still think again. But it's good that you were able to do that. Again, 14 years Aldine, and Aldine's turned into his own. When you have the hit that you do, and then a lot of guys just kind of fizzle out. They've been when they've been doing it 15, 20 years, and it's like he's just caught another wind, man.
His music gets better every year, and and I said this to Jason the other night. I said we were in a conversation, Halloween, true, and I said and they were talking about things, and I said, dude, I'll brag about my buddy. We go into San Diego, everybody in San Diego dresses like Jason. That shows the power of who he is and what he's done.
Yeah, which is to go to California
or
and
New York.
We know what Jason represents, is what his beliefs are, and how he's handled all that stuff. Which I don't want to, I want to be delicate with that. But to go into San Diego and still get that type of
all of downtown
commitment and
cowboy hats,
because it's not really I lived in San Diego. San Diego is not the biggest country place to be. They don't care about country like the South does. On top of that, his where he stands with politics, which is outspoken. I appreciate the realness that he brings. But
it's not California,
right? And to still get that support in California.
New York was the same way when we played Madison Square Garden. Everyone around Madison Square Garden all dressed in cowboy hats.
That's incredible.
To take over literally the biggest city in the world, the most powerful city in the world. It's just it's cool to be proud of a friend,
So I was listening to what you were saying about all the cool things you have going on, and this just in. Are you saying that gold and silver
Vegas run, bro?
All right, silver and gold pod, or whatever we're gonna call it.
It's definitely silver and gold.
Do we need to take it on the road?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think there's a world we live in when we're at every major sporting event.
Yes.
BravoCons, Comic-Cons.
Yes.
I definitely see.
The official DJ of the world, DJ Silver.
I'd have hired you 10 years ago, Golden. Saved me a lot of money and publicists.
That's right.
But I just think there's a world we live in where it's NFR, it's NBA, it's home run derbies, it's bring the world together.
Yeah.
Yep.
One silver and gold.
That's right.
Did I just tag us?
And it's so cool. I was going to mention this earlier, but you were talking so much, I couldn't fit it in.
My calves got in the way.
I'm just kidding, love you, bro. It sticks out to me like all the time. Drake said it the best in one of his songs. I can't remember which one it was, but he says, "Hey, they want to be us, we want to be them." That respect, and I think we touched on it in Silver and Gold Pod, but it's the admiration that I have for artists and the grind and the talent is the same admiration that artists have for athletes.
Yes.
And so for me to be the athlete, you to be the artist and have access to the artist, and for us to bridge that together and to talk about our experiences with people that we love dearly and know on both realms is, I mean, this is something that I believe that we could truly bring the world together a little bit better. And so I see so much good and
I agree.
Like the potential. We just need people like Nick to make it all happen and bring it all together.
Glue it together.
We have the ideas, but the execution of like the logistics of it is like
we get the opportunity to live a life and live in a world that not many people get to.
right.
It's such a blessing. That's all we know, and we paid our dues to get there and all. But it's like it's a blessing every day you wake up and thank you, Lord, for this.
Yeah.
And I feel like the goal of this podcast, and correct me if I'm wrong, is just to let's hang out, and an hour seems like that.
Yep.
Get you home on your 5 o'clock.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, Gold, your career in the NFL was, it's one for the ages.
He's
like,
the Yak King.
The Yak King, baby. Like, but you're not like, you were one of the smaller guys in the NFL, right? But you played so large. Like, so, and I've always been fascinated with guys that are able to do that. Confidence is a magical thing.
Yeah, you don't have a problem with that.
No, but it's a skill. It's a skill.
It's a God-given gift.
That's a compliment, man. That is a compliment because I can tell you one thing. When I wasn't confident, I didn't get nothing.
Right.
I won nothing. I didn't get nothing. I didn't get the girl. I didn't get nothing.
If you don't believe in yourself, no one is believing in you. Right.
That's exactly
I think you
right.
need to hit that.
That's right. There you go. Well, again, you can't ask somebody to do something you won't do yourself, right?
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
but you were always a top level athlete. You're from here, two-sport at Notre Dame. There's tons of great footage on that. But talk to me a little bit about, man, with the NFL, because when it comes to confidence, Gold, like, I'm raising my son's over here off camera, right? So like, there's a humble is actually a bad word. If you look up the definition of humble, it says thinking less of oneself, basically is what it means, right? So you're actually only supposed to humble yourself to the Lord, not to another man, right? So, but we'll use humble because that's what other people use. But you had it was a humble confidence to you. Like, your teammates loved you, right? You made the game better. Super Bowl champion, all those things. So like, it's a skill and it's something that's needed and valued across everything that you do. Like, your dad was a star. Okay. Where did you find yours? Where did it come from? The belief in yourself.
That's a loaded question. I'm going to try to peel that back in a timely manner. But the moment that I could speak, talk, grab, it was ball. And my parents tell me all the time that, hey, you didn't say mama, dada first, you said ball. And my mama and daddy were silly enough to not once, not twice, but multiple times give me a glass bottle to feed on. And what did I do? I would throw it like it was a ball and shatter so many of them. So I guess it was just a part of me even when I didn't know. Now, growing up, I didn't grow up in the greatest environment. My parents worked very, very hard. They loved us a lot, but my parents didn't grow up how they probably should have. And so they were trying to figure it out. And I was the firstborn. And so we went without a lot. But for me, sports was always where I ended up feeling like I was worthy. It's where I felt like I was good enough. It's where I wanted to be. I obsessed over it. I prayed every single night that I was a kid. There was times I'd fall asleep, I'd wake back up and still be praying that, Lord, please let me be a professional athlete. And because I had such a love for sports, and it made me feel so good when I was the best and when I succeeded. And that was kind of my childhood mentality. And I just started getting older, and I had more opportunities to play on travel teams. And then I had more opportunities to go play in high school. And then I started getting recruiting letters, and then I was drafted in baseball, and then I went to college. And so I never really thought outside of the here and now of like going out and playing, but opportunities just kept happening. And eventually I get drafted. But I'll land on this. Like when it was all said and done, it was just my mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like I was gifted the athleticism, which there's been so many guys that I've played with and been around that I'm like, dude, I showed the training camp. I'm like, golly, this dude is like 6'3". He runs a 4.2. He's strong as a bull. He in and out of his breaks. But I passed the test of time. Time. It was in God's cards for me not to have any major injuries during my career. And, guys who would come in like, man, he's going to take my spot. Wouldn't even make the team because they couldn't do it over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I remember watching like The Last Dance and hearing some of the stories that was told by Michael Jackson, or not Jackson, but Michael Jordan. And what I had was like kind of a sickness. I hated losing more than I liked winning. And I never wanted to give someone the benefit of saying that they beat me. And as a child, it embarrassed me when I would get beat. And so winning wasn't all that great because I expected to win.
Yeah.
It was like losing would tear me up. And so I carried that into, college and into the league and even into my family. And there's been some good and bad that come with that. And my wife's, she's a competitor too.
Okay.
And she's outgoing and she's gonna say what she thinks, but I had to kind of manage it, right? Because I was going and family and we're playing a board game and I'm damn near ready to fight somebody because it was win. You gotta win. So that was just kind of my mentality and that's also what separated me. But before I played my games, I always had this feeling of not being good enough. Even in high school, when everyone knew that I was the best athlete on the field, potentially in the state, but I didn't believe that about myself. I still had that nervous feeling of like, man, I'm not good enough. Like I'm not as good as like people make me think, make me seem like I am. And that kind of drove me because I didn't want to know what the opposite result was if you weren't the best. I didn't want to know that. And so that kind of drove me throughout my career and it separated me with, passing the test of time. Right. And I just kind of, I just played hard and I had this switch. My gift on top of like the athleticism was like, I had this switch that I didn't even know it would flip on sometimes. It's just like late in the game, something needs to happen. I didn't feel the need to like go get it. I just knew my time was coming to affect the game. And when that time came, you got a choice to make it happen or not make it happen. I don't care what the throw was like. I don't care if it's low, high. If you feel like you can get it, you're going to have opportunity and you have to make that play. So I would define my career for the most part as being clutch and reliable and available. Like I hated, you wasn't going to find me in the training room because I didn't even want that thought. I didn't want that thought of like the training room. Like I'm not trying to be in there with y'all. I don't want to spend no time with y'all trainers. No, because that ain't a good thing. And so I just kind of, just kept finding a way. I'm all about finding a way.
Winner's a win, bro.
That's it.
And that's probably, I probably could have just said that and been done with it.
You were talking a lot. I was trying to.
Yeah. I
play with you, but winners win, bro.
They do.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad that football thing worked out for you because you are a winner.
Thank you, Bob.
I mean that. I wasn't even kidding.
Well,
I will say, if I can say, I remember watching way before I knew Golden. Like, dude, this guy wants it. If there's a 3rd and 10, that quarterback, you're option one. And you're wherever you put that ball. One of my favorite plays is he underthrew you by probably 3 or 4 yards. You came back, got it, touchdown against the Ravens.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of that anymore.
Yeah.
You weren't afraid to go across the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You were catching that ball.
Yeah. Because
now players are just.
and in life, it don't really matter about all this stuff. It's just like you gonna get it done or you're not gonna get it done.
I'll say this: you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. You seem like you had fun when you played.
Absolutely. I worked my tail off during the week to get ready for the game. And once I was playing this child's game, I truly turned into a child.
Yeah.
And like just had fun. I was a grown ass man, 30 plus years old, playing a game that people play as children. And that was my job, and getting paid like handsomely. Like but I never even thought of it that way. Like I knew how much I made when I signed my contract, and that was it.
Yeah. And also I feel like you set a standard of your position. You put levels on it. Mm-hmm. If the ball's coming at you, it's going to get caught. It's got a chance. Like you said, no matter where it puts it, you got a chance. There's a chance for that play to be made. Mm-hmm. And both sides of the ball knew that. I feel like.
Just give me a shot. Just give me a shot. And more times than none, I'm going to probably make the play. And if I don't make the play, I'm going to remember what that feels like, and I'm going to do everything I can not to have that feeling again. And that gave me the mentality, the edge that I had. Like, it ekes me. Like, you talking about me showing up to a meeting after a drop or a fumble. Like, I don't care if I went for 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm going to the meeting like feeling like this big, like, damn it.
Could have been 210 with 4 touchdowns.
But it's not even that. It's not even like the stat line. I'm like, man, I let myself down. This is not who I am. I had a drop. Like, I don't drop the ball. I don't fumble. Like, how did this happen? Like, I don't want this feeling. Like, these voices in my mind are just going over and over. But like, everyone is like, it's probably, and we won the game. Like, but everyone is probably like, okay, yeah, you made a mistake. But in my mind, I'm like, damn it, dude. I
Winners
screwed
win.
that up. I screwed that up. And like, I don't want that feeling, because if I would have accepted it right then and there, like, that's defeat in a way, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm lowering my standard to what I hold myself to.
Yep.
Right. And so it was a sicko mentality, but losing wasn't really never an option.
Yeah. Losing was a fear.
Yeah. And like, I wasn't gonna, the mind is so powerful that, like, once you start think, like, people ask me all the time, like, who's the best DB you're going against, or who were you scared to go against or hate to go? And I can't even answer that question, because like, if I would have answered that question, then I'm already defeated.
That's right. Come on.
I'm done. Yeah. And so it was all mentality, and I'll circle this back into like just everyday life. Look, am I the tallest, most handsome, fastest, biggest hands, biggest muscles, most explosive? No.
1 out of 6 is good, though. Good looking dude.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I threw that alley, but I'm glad you banged it. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that, buddy.
2 hands, bro.
But like, that's the way life is. Like, it's not in jobs. The smartest one doesn't always get the job. The smartest one is not the one that always figures the problem out.
You got to apply that smarts.
You get there how you get there. And like, I'm a believer, like, we have such a gracious and loving God that he's going to find a way for you if you trust him, for one. But you just got to go get it, because the world ain't going to stop spinning because I can't figure it out.
That's right.
The world ain't going to stop spinning because I quit. The world is not going to stop spinning because I don't and I can't pay my bills. You just got to go find a way and trust that our maker is going to make a way, as long as you trust him enough to stay on the path. But yeah, there's days, there's weeks that I didn't feel like going to work. Yep. I didn't feel like going to practice.
A lot of questions.
I didn't feel like I had the juice. Mm-hmm. I had self-doubt, but I made a choice to just keep going.
But I feel like that doubt put a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah. It absolutely did.
And you needed a 6'3" guy with 1% body fat to knock it off, lined up against you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you won more times than not.
That's right.
Winners win, Golden Tate.
That's it. Are you ready to transform your business and unlock new revenue streams? At Processing First, we empower our partners with cutting-edge payment solutions and unparalleled support. We're more than just a one-size-fits-all payment processor. We're relationship-driven. By leveraging our extensive network of banking partners, we match you with the ideal bank to ensure that you receive the most competitive rates and deliver an exceptional experience for both you and your customers. Join a network that values transparency, efficiency, and growth. With our state-of-the-art POS systems and competitive processing rates, you can offer your clients the best in payment technology while boosting your own profitability. Why choose Processing First? Innovative solutions. Stay ahead with our advanced payment processing tools. Dedicated support. Our team is here to assist you every step of the way. Lucrative opportunities. Enhance your income by providing top-tier services to your clients. Don't settle for less. Partner with Processing First and take your business to the next level. Visit processingfirst.com to learn more and join our growing community of successful partners. So both of you guys had a chip on your shoulder.
Had to.
Dude, like, I can, like, you remember how much shade was getting thrown at you when you were signing your deal with Sony?
Bro, one of my favorite tweets ever. Somebody tweeted, "Country Girl Shake It. Sounds like DJ Silver and Luke Bryan had an abortion in the loser's bathroom."
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
That's
hey,
rude.
Oh, that was nice.
That's rude.
That was nice. You had to. I remember we sat down at Sony, you know, like there's, without saying a lot of names, there is a lot of major artists that go to counseling over social media, the comments they get.
Yeah.
Keith Gale looked at me and he goes, "What's wrong with you, dude? I've never seen you down." I was like, "Bro, I'm getting crucified." He goes, "Fuck those people. They're not your fans."
Yeah.
That sounds stupid and little to a lot of people, but that comment, I was like, "You're right.
That's right. That's not who you're serving.
That's not who I'm going for."
No.
Those people are in their parents' basement with their 3 cats,
Mm-hmm. That's right.
miserable as shit, sitting in their tidy whities, wishing they could have a chance to do something besides that.
Keyboard tough guy.
If you got haters,
If you
you're
don't
doing
have
something,
haters,
doing something right.
Yeah.
You got
That's
haters, you're doing something right.
That's right.
yeah, right.
That means you're reaching enough people.
Mhm.
And there are times I was like, I'll post stuff and I watch because people comment foul shit about your kids or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just
Oh,
a different breed of messed up.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, it's like, you're talking about me.
No doubt. Well, I mean, it was, and you know, going back to, you mentioned Luke Bryan and those guys.
That's
there
for
was
you,
a,
Golden.
Hey man, busy. That's like I say, dude, winners win.
Appliance, Tucker Appliances. They need to fix my refrigerator.
Yeah.
They do need to fix your refrigerator. They need to step it up, don't they?
Golly.
Well, Silver, even with, like you mentioned Luke Bryan and those guys, there was a sound that came about the same time that like FGL was coming out real big.
I miss
And you-
Florida Georgia line.
They were a lot of fun, dude. They were a lot of fun. Some really good. When you go back and listen to it now, like it was a different sound. A lot of people hated on when it happened. You look
They
back
hated
on
it
it now,
because
it's
they
good.
weren't them.
That's true. That's true.
They hated it because every song on the radio was FGL. They hated that every number one was FGL. They hated that every award was FGL.
Well, dude, like, I mean, when you go to Broadway, hell, tonight, they're going to hear Silver mixes. Like, I feel like you shaped a lot of the sound of country during that time because the same backbeats that were on those tracks, dude, were like, they came from somewhere.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? They
And
came from somewhere.
my goal always is like, I love country, but I wanted to make country in a way that the normal guy could just feel comfortable and play country in a set and not lose a room. And that was the only goal I ever had. I made it so I could play it.
Man, well, it was, all I know is like, anytime we're doing something upbeat, having a good time or whatever, there's a mix that we can throw on there that works every time.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Every time. I can't wait to hear. Y'all's show is going to have a song to it at some point in time. Something's going to go on. Dude, I
Golden's
can't
getting
wait.
a verse.
You going to get a verse, dog?
It better be about me. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. I got you.
I was like, Golden too short. Golden.
That's right. That's right.
Come on.
Well, let's dream for a minute, man. 2026. It's hard to believe that that's about where we're about to go, man. It's nuts. And, Antoine and I are doing some really cool stuff, building out some new spaces here in town. We got our boy Brad on board doing some cool stuff with us, which is, I mean, dude, we're primed and set and ready to rock and roll. Like, not knowing what we don't know. And it's funny when this actually comes out and hits the RSS platforms, we'll know a lot more than now. So we'll go back and listen to it and have a lot of fun. But like just dreaming a little bit, Silver. 2026, like what you know now, what are you most excited about with the show? Like besides just hanging out and doing some stuff, but actually like, because again, a lot of time and resources are going to go into something like this. So what are you dreaming about?
And I think I'm pretty modest goals. I'd love to have our own studio, our vibe, our touch, and I'd love just to get it, see where the Lord takes it, put legs on it, see what it goes, and I will say this, and I think, and if I'm stop me, but I feel like our lives don't depend on this. I think that's what's going to make it special. I feel like we're doing this because we want to do it, and I feel like anything that genuine has a better chance of succeeding than something that's forced. And we don't have to walk out separate doors because we don't like each other.
No doubt.
And I feel like we want to do this, and I feel like it's set up to succeed. We got a great team behind it, and I feel like I would love to see us at NFL drafts. I would love to see us at the Super Bowls. I would love to see us become where, like, there's text message threads, bro. You got to check these cats out. And I would love to the part where we get shocked on a phone call. It's like, man, I'm in Nashville. Can I get on that podcast? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And I think those are very attainable goals. And I'm a very goal oriented guy. And I don't, money's great, like whatever, but I think money's like almost the last thing on this.
Yeah. It's just a tool that's going to make it scale to whatever we want it to go. You know what I mean? But like, again, you didn't get where you got. You're not on tour with Aldine by accident. You ain't scoring touchdowns, winning Super Bowls in the NFL by accident. Everything is intentional, right? So once you guys decide, once you know what your target is, you just going to hit it. Right. That's Antoine and I's biggest job, is just making sure you guys have your targets in your sights.
We just want to get it out and get it the option to be heard, but put our names, our voices in rooms that they wouldn't be in. Give us opportunities that we couldn't do on our own. And it's a team, and let's round the bases together. I don't know.
What about you, Gold?
You kind of said, like, the money part is only going to be utilized to reach more people, right? And I hope when you listen to us and hang with us, like, you get hope. I hope you get educated to some extent. I hope you think critically. I hope that you choose to not condemn, but you choose to try to understand the other side of whatever it is that you believe, and really just have fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to just seeing what God is going to do with this and where He's going to take it. And I'm just praying that I have the wisdom to do it His way, because we all know it's going to be the best way to do it. But we're not going to sit up here and we're going to do our best as far as being godly men, but we know we're imperfect. We know that, I say it, I laugh about it sometimes. One of my biggest issues is that I curse too much. But I'll, in the same sentence, I'll go read some Isaiah and some Luke, Mark, and John too. And so we want you to, a cursing Christian that I'm trying to
My
be better,
God made water into wine, Golden.
Yeah, come on.
That's right.
Come on. But just give people hope and no, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay that we all are imperfect and we're trying to be better. Am I going to say the perfect things on this podcast? Absolutely not. Am I going to offend people? Probably, but I want people to give grace. Like give grace, because we are sticking our necks out there. We are, we're talking about some very vulnerable subjects that people don't really want to touch on because it might affect, their livelihood with their work and family, like whatever. We want to be able to be a safe space. Like, that's what I want. I want it to be a safe space for no matter what you believe, how you think, and what you do.
Yeah, just couple friends hanging.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, but look, fellas, let's just talk about a couple of the brands that are hanging around this thing. We got Pride Tradition Bourbon, Trace and Chase, SI Pro Picks, Happy Jewelers, Happy Dad, Roper and Tin Hall, Real American Beer, and that's the ones that you can't announce, or that you can announce today. There's others.
Yep.
There's others. So I was excited about it because I was like, man, I'm sitting here looking at the set and I'm thinking of all the places that can be sold. Right. I'm thinking of all the patches and stuff. We're gonna find out how many logos, Gold, you can wear on one shirt, baby.
That'd be a good problem to have.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I will tell you that whoever we decide or wants to be a part of this special podcast, there will be a charitable portion to it. There will be a way for us to give back, hopefully to start, within our communities that, then it gets outside of Tennessee and spreads to all around America and then hopefully even over to different countries. But what we want to do is we want to spread the goodness and hope and serve others some way, somehow. So whatever sponsors we go with, they're going to be people who are thinking big and serving and giving back to others some way, somehow. We want to be really creative in how we do so.
One group that I work with, this is my first year with them, Patriot Mobile. Percentage of the money goes back to veterans, and That's not a lot of big businesses do that in this world. A lot of people talk, I would, but to be aligned with somebody like a Patriot Mobile where the money goes back to veterans and it's a Christian raised family, God family first kind of business. And it's just, I'm proud to be a part of it. And that's who we're trying to align ourselves with. At the end of the day, we live a life and and not wrong or right. I'm not judging you. I want you to have your opinion. I got mine. Let's get together, smile, laugh. And dude, I could take with Golden Tate.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're, not only are you doing some things, you're providing, you're giving, it's a channel for folks to come to just let all the nonsense BS that we're surrounded by, let it all go literally. But like, aside from you guys having a good time, first of all, I want to throw this out there too. Both y'all got rock star wives.
Facts.
Both of you.
We walked down the street. It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid walking with my wife. Nobody believes it. And that's going to happen a lot. You see Golden going, he said that.
Well, like I just, there's going to be a time when we got to run a show and y'all ain't going to be able to be there. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out. I'm going to say we got to have at least one episode where that Silver and Gold, about, it's just the lady versions of them on there. Yeah, dude.
That might get the most views.
We might get fired.
Yeah. You might get. They might pay you more. You know what I mean? They might pay you more.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd say is that I'm really excited about is aside from having the show, like there is so many things in this town that happen: NFL drafts, New Year's, all those things. When you can build a set on site for the NFL draft and have an episode on site, just like you're talking about with people coming in, I'm telling you, dude, we can do all of it. We can do all of it.
I believe it too. I believe it. And I told him, and you don't know this. I called him and. I called him, I said, this is our guy. I believe in this dude. He's a friend, but I believe in him. I believe in what he does and what he's done. He says what he does and does what he says. And Golden's like, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was the conversation. It wasn't like, I didn't sell you. I told him I believed in you. And
yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, truly it's, I
was like, look at the before and after pictures, bro. I didn't have to say shit.
Rebranding is coming in 2026, baby.
1991 calls to that.
That's right. That's right. It's funny. It was taken right in the hallway right out there one day. I can't remember why I just happened to be sitting there and I looked at the phone and the dude snapped it, and that was the one that we used.
That's what the Lord told you to use. I get it.
Steve. It was they called it the Steve Jobs photo with the turtleneck and all that stuff.
We kid, but if you're not changing, it's not right. But at the end of the day, it's like you look where you started now. It's like, dude, I'm proud of you, man.
Absolutely. Well, hell, dude, the growth is everything, man. So when you see like the pictures of, like I got pictures of you and Ethan at Greer Stadium for the Sounds. Right. It was before you had the deal.
Bro, I had a white t-shirt on. That's how far it goes back with that. Wow. I was holding him up. He was DJing outside underneath the tent. I had turntables.
Y'all do got to give a tour of y'all's closets. Yours is easy. It's like, you remember in the 80s, there was the Ernest P. Worrell. He had in his closet, it was the same outfit over and over and over again. Like it's black and black with J's.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How many pairs of J's you got?
Well, I will start this by saying I just donated 86 pairs of Jordans or J's, kicks, whatever, to my friends that own 96 Kicks in Green Hills Mall and Cool Springs Mall.
Okay.
Just gave them to him to help. And I was like, dude, I want to see you in like 10 years. And I will tell you, there was probably 30 pairs that weren't even laced up. Didn't know I had them.
Wow. So you gave me a pair. I don't even know if you remember this. Yep. You gave me a gray pair. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know. I got to show them to you because I can't find them anywhere. Like on
the
what
low
they
top
are.
grays. Those are hard.
They're like mids, but they're J's, but they're flights. It's a flight version. I can't find them anywhere. You gave them. So this is how bad I was when I met Silver. I was so poor that we had this gym that we could play basketball in, and I had horrible shoes. So Silver gave me a pair of J's to play basketball. I wish I didn't wear them, dude, because they're probably like limited edition or something.
That's what they're for. I wear mine. Like there's people put up. I have pairs that I put up. Don't get me wrong. Like I have the off-whites. Dr. Matt, my dentist, gave me a pair of off-white J1s. I was like, I don't know where I would ever go to wear these, but these are awesome.
Yeah.
I have several pairs like Travis Scott's that I haven't because I was going to wear it and it's going to rain, so I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
But they're made to wear, man.
Hey, pardon this quick interruption, but it's a good one. You're listening to this ad right now, which means someone else could be listening to your ad in this exact spot. That's right. If you've got a business, a brand, a product, a podcast, or even just a message you want people to hear, you should be advertising right here on the Hitstreak. This is the moment, the placement, the audience, and you're already hearing how powerful it is. So don't just listen to ads, run one. Go to nickhyder.com/contact-me or click the link in the show notes to get started. Let's put your brand in the spotlight right where it belongs. What's your closet look like, Golden?
Shoot, my closet. So we just moved back from San Diego like 18 months ago at this point.
Yeah.
Probably, I guess, 2 years by when this comes out. No, it'll come out before that. But I used to be a Jordan athlete.
Okay.
And so
what's that like?
Oh my god!
I want to be a Jordan athlete.
Just
Can we be Jordan podcasters?
Dude, I would do anything to get that deal back.
Dude, look, I'm repping. I wear it on my necklace even. I love them.
It makes sense. It makes sense, and it's kind of to like how I dress nowadays. Like I'm wearing my plains and then a nice pair of
Kicks,
Jordans, Nikes, whatever it might be. But yeah, it was the best gig I've had. That's out of my playing career. That's what I miss the most. Like I used to, say a pair of J's came out, we'll say December 1. I was getting them in late October, November. And so I'm pulling up the facility before they even announce when they're launching sometimes, and they're on my feet. I'm getting 3, 4, 5 boxes sent monthly of just gear.
Wow.
Like jogging suits, T-shirts, socks, undies, headbands.
All your size too.
Made for
all my size.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to get on a Nike site to go order anything because they were just showing up, and then it came to an end, and it was like, oh no. And for a long time, I wasn't even gonna buy Nikes. It's hard for me to go buy some Jordans, but I used to just get these for free.
That's right.
And so now I'm kind of inching back into it, on StockX and whatnot.
Well, I believe we put it in the atmosphere. I believe we know enough people to get it.
Yeah,
get it back.
And it's kind of my style now.
Like, it is my style. You can ask anybody. It's black, and some low tops with some color.
Yeah, and even with our one that we did, our pod that we did, I came in here with a cowboy hat and some Jordans on. That's my thing right now.
Swag.
That's my thing right there, and I think that's where music is now, and culture is like now it's coming. Yeah, it's coming close. Like it used to be like growing up here in Nashville. Like I was almost taught like not to have nothing to do with country music, unless it was Taylor Swift, of course. I did Taylor Swift because I was a Swiftie. But now you got full on collabs of like super country stars mixing in with Big X the Plug,
Jelly, and Hey Dude.
Yeah, and I can honestly say like you had a part that you played in that, bro. Because how you was when you was DJing for Jason and all the many artists you've done it before, you were mixing that in, and people was hearing that sound.
We put out Dixieland Delight in 2012, 2013 with Nappy Roots.
Yeah.
And here we are right now. Like they are so close together, and it's just bringing us together more. So like back to your original question, like that's, my Jordan plug was the best. I miss it to this day. And I have over, I think I counted them because I counted the shells. I didn't count the shoes. I counted the shells and averaged out how many could fit on it. But I have over 500 pairs of Jordans.
Let's go.
And I probably have about 20 pair that I actually paid for.
Yeah, right.
Since it ended. So yeah, my closet's huge. Now I have not donated any of them, and that's very.
I don't want you to don't. I get overwhelmed. I'm just like, get this shit out of my house. And I'm walking in the closet, and there are 50 boxes sitting on there. I'm just
I feel you on that, but I'm looking for an opportunity to wear all of them for one, and two. I got 2 sons that hopefully they cross that's 11 and a half. At dude, it's size at some point, and they get.
It's cool. So he uses. We went out and found all like I had to deal with old Hickory when I played for bats, and I still had a bunch of bats that some were game used, and some of them were just still in the box 15 years later, and he's using them now, and that's awesome. That's the coolest thing. It is.
I throw stuff back for Wake. Yeah. It's just like he's gonna want these one day, or. But
the story behind a lot of this stuff is like really why we do this and why we, just really why you do it. Like
you see a bigger picture in life. Yeah, like a single dude.
Like I have a belt that I wear that I would never wear otherwise, but because my granddaddy, it was is a big belt buckle, and it's just a big silver eagle on it that looks cool, that people actually like it, which is even better. But I didn't think I'd ever wear it, but because I had the confidence and I miss him so much, I wear it a couple times from here and there, and just it makes me feel like he's there with me. And like that's the point I'm making, is like it's all about the story and the journey of all this, and including in life. And so I'm always looking for, now I'm in this world, I'm always looking for a story to share, and one, because it sounds really cool, these stories I've had experience, but also like I don't know who needs to hear the story. Maybe this story some way, somehow gives someone hope.
Yeah.
And it allows them to wonder or make that step in their, journey of Christ, or maybe it just saves them from doing something silly, or maybe
just pulls them out of a funk and just makes them smile.
So I'm always looking for opportunities to share what's going on and my perspective in hopes that it gives hope.
That's right.
What was well, first of all, like there's a lot of segments there. You got 500 pair of shoes. That's 500 times he could say this is what this pair of shoes mean. You got stuff, but you guys have so much stuff people have given you. You've given me a gazillion things over the years.
That's the way it should be. That's why I give to a fault. My wife's like, "You giving that away?" I was like, "I really think he liked that."
I'm talking like memorabilia, jerseys, like really valuable stuff signed by really important people. Like it's awesome. He's giving me more. Every time I go to, ever been to your house, I leave with a car full of stuff.
Yeah.
Like every single time.
That's just his heart, man.
I'm telling you.
It's just,
that's the way it should be, I feel.
It's really cool to receive a lot of these gifts that he get, but it's even cooler that he is so selfless that he just sees it as, it's cool, but it's still material stuff. And I can see that me gifting this to you is going to provide you more happiness and more joy, a great story. It's going to do more for you than it will for me. Although, like, yes, this is really cool. I deep down maybe feel a certain way, but because I can see what it's going to provide for you is why I'm giving it to you and I'm giving that experience to you. And I think that's something that's really admirable. Like I came over just to see his memorabilia collection. I was like, dude, this is cool. I was like, hey, can you just give me a signed poster from one of your events that you DJ'd and tell me some story? That's just perfect enough for me. And I ended up walking out there with a John Daly, like 1 of 10 or something like that he had. Are you serious?
He knows everybody, don't he?
Everybody.
Well, that's the way the world's supposed to be, man. And it's funny you say that, because this weekend somebody means something to me came up and it's like, dude, stop giving me shit. I don't want any more shit. If I wanted it, I'd buy it. I was like, well, that's who I am. That's my way of saying thank you, the gratitude. You know what I mean? And it set in my head for a minute. And, I was like, fuck that. That's who I'm not changing who I am.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're going through
that's
midlife.
A good problem to have. Like I'm giving you so much that you have to need to tell me, like, stop giving me stuff.
Yeah.
That's.
But at the end of the day, if I have something, and you're like, bro, Ethan would love this. I was like, bam,
boom.
That's what it's about.
That's right.
Don't come over to my house, Ethan.
And you kind of introduced that to me, because I just, I don't naturally think that way, but since being around you, it's kind of challenged me to do that. Like car breaking.
Yeah.
Like you've pulled, I think you said you pulled a 1 of 1 Dana White.
I'm meeting Dana this Friday and giving it to him.
Right. And like my first instance was like, dang, how much is that car worth? Yeah. And your first thought was like, man, I can't wait to give this to him. Yeah. And it's kind of challenged me to start thinking a different way. And like shortly after, I pull a 1 of 1 John Rahm.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's worth. It's probably worth.
It's priceless to him. If I had a 1 of 1, I'd want it.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm looking for an opportunity to give that to him. And so thank you. Thank you for being that person, because it's educated me and made me see like another way I can better myself and another way I can serve other people.
I just feel also we live in a blessed world. We have friends with money. We have whatever. They can go buy anything they want. This might not mean $5. It might not mean $500,000. But if it puts a smile and a memory and makes you think about me in 10 years, when you find it sitting on a countertop, that's what it's about.
Yeah. Because time, it don't stop for anybody.
No.
We don't ever, as you get older, and Ethan, you're start thinking and valuing time more, but you realize that you don't get enough of it.
No.
You don't get enough of it. And so like, even when in my playing, one of my biggest regrets in my playing days was just giving money out. Cause like there ain't no memory for giving money out besides maybe a little bit of like resentment, because you feel like there's more, it's going to, the hands are going to keep coming. And I wish I would have, I've probably given away to friends and family. I've probably given over $1.5 million at least, and that's being conservative. That I've just given over and never seen it back, from different stuff.
I wish I'd have known you then.
Me too. That's right.
And
well, that's your heart.
Go back and
don't
go back in time. If I can go back in time, I wish I would have spent all that money still on them, but on experiences, vacations, spending time with them to create memories. Because a lot of times it was just like, here's the money and I don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
Right. But
Absolutely.
then I look back, you just look as you get older, you gotta, one of the things I pray for is wisdom, man. Wisdom. And that's just having a unique perspective and being grateful for things that just I otherwise wouldn't have been when I was younger. And just like, man, value time.
You're right.
And like
When you're a dad, be a dad.
yeah,
That's
like
right.
I'm excited like to look back on where this is going and be like, man, the time we spent, we were a couple knuckleheads, really didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were getting into.
But
And
Nick
look at us
did.
now. Like we're sitting there telling the story over and over and over and grateful. Like we're sharing the story, but the price that we are receiving is so much better than anything, right? I'm kind of being tough to like vocalize it, but like that memory is better than
You have it
any
forever.
dollar sign.
You
out
make more
there,
money,
right?
but you can't make that memory back.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I will tell you, we did New Year's, the year of the Vegas shooting. I played at Vanity inside the Hard Rock. And it was me and Travis Barker, the drummer.
Yep.
And at the end of the show, walked off. And I was sitting here, he sit over there, and I didn't. Travis is a superstar. I didn't bother him. And I got a text saying, "Hey, do you want one of these symbols?" I said, "I'm good." And he said to me, he goes, "You have a kid, right?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Start taking this for your kid." And I saw it to this day. And so, then you see Ray Luzier from Korn. He goes, "I got this for Wake." Or Ryan Day from Ohio State. Here's a football helmet. It's just, I have, and you've seen, I just stuff that I put back for Wake that I would have, any other time would have just walked and left it.
That's right.
And it's just, and it took Travis Barker going, "Keep this, you got a kid." And it wasn't keep this because I'm Travis Barker. It was keep this because one day he's going to look back and all I want one day is him to go, my daddy was a badass, man.
That's right.
He was a good guy.
Because you won't say it yourself. You
No,
won't say your dad was a badass.
If he asked, maybe, but yeah. But
That's right.
at the end of the day, I just, that little moment, I was like, you know what? I'll figure out how to get that in my carry-on back to Nashville.
That's exactly right.
And that I will say this, another thing, I know I ragged on you earlier, but another one of your gifts is like, you have this way, because I know when I get around other celebrities, I feel like I never want to be an inconvenience to someone. I don't want to bother them. I know people are bothering them all the time. And truthfully, a lot of celebrities really just want to, they want to spend time with you. They want to have a real conversation. You have a way of like hopping in there, being authentic, and people feeling that and gravitating to that. And that's really a gift, because a lot of celebrities are so used to like people approaching them with the small talk and talking about nothing and talking about stuff you can Google on, you can find on the World Wide Web, and it just feels different, man. It just feels different, and it's such a gift, and people gravitate towards it, and it helps. It just, I met you in a crowded room, and immediately I just had this trust, and I just felt like I could share whatever life, was whatever I was dealing with. And like, it's hard to vocalize it, but it's like, it's a feeling that people get. And it's something that I have struggled with. Like, I want to have a real conversation with this mega star, but I don't necessarily know how to go do it. And you are just,
I think you just got to be you, bro.
you go in and you just boom.
I will tell you, and I tell you one gift that I obviously God given. I thank God every day for it, is the gift to find favor with people. I don't have a hidden meaning. You don't have to remember this, but I mean, hey, welcome. Thank you. Glad you're here, bro. If you need anything, holler at me. I think, and it's a gift from God to be able to win over favor in a room. You have it. You absolutely have it. When you walk in, people know Golden Tate walk in that room. Then I walk in, you got to let me go first so you can have some of the spotlight. But like I said, winners win. Golden walks in, whether you know it or not. They're like, that's Golden Tate.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But when you do it, it doesn't feel like you're trying to force your way in. You don't. It feels sincere. It doesn't feel like, man,
I think
he's
it is
being
though.
too pushy. Like it feels like it just feels right. It just feels right all the time. Like, and I admire it, because I sit back and watch you work sometimes, and it's like, I think he's just having a conversation because he genuinely cares about what this person has to say. I don't know if sometimes you can see like some emptiness in someone, or you just feel like they need to hear, or they need someone just to say something. And it feels like 10 out of 10 times you nail it
Thank you, man.
on the head.
I don't even
every
realize
single
I
time.
do it. I mean, I think it's just genuine. If I see, like, I saw a post at True the other night. I said, "Hey, man, good to see you. Sorry I couldn't make it to Paris," because he invited us to his fashion show. And he's like, "No, your family's always first." I said, "Yes, sir." But it's just,
You make so many people feel like you are their best friend. And in life,
Well, I
hits-
genuinely appreciate my friends.
Yeah.
If you're a friend to me, it's not weird if I call you and say, thinking about you, bro.
Well, the answer is yes, and
Yeah.
then comes the details. Every time I've ever dealt with you, it's on anything. It's like, yeah, what do you need? And it's and we figure it out
Give
from
me a
there.
minute.
That's just it. Yeah,
That's the way it should be. You should be able to lean on friends.
no doubt, man. Well, fellas, can you believe we've been going an hour 15?
Yeah.
So that's
Man,
crazy.
knew
I
this was
know.
gonna
Crazy.
happen.
It flies. But that's, again, when you're doing something that you love and it's great, the time just flies by. That's what it is, right? So I'm just glad I got to hang out on the session with you for a few minutes.
Glad you believe in us, and I'm glad that this is the platform where we can announce what's coming.
Absolutely. Well, folks, once again, keep up with them online. You keep up with Golden on all of his socials at Showtime Tate. DJ Silver, all of his socials is at DJ Silver1. DJSilver.com is where you find him online. Silver Gold, any final thoughts as we're here today because coming in 2026, the show, nobody knew that they had to have in their life, but they can't do without Silver and Gold. Like any final thoughts from today, Gold? Go ahead and open us up, baby.
I would say if you decide to follow us, this journey with us and be a part of it, please just comment and reach out to us some way, somehow, and just let us know what you guys want to hear about. We want to serve you guys. We want to build something that's amazing. We want to look back on this 5-10 years from now and build something incredible. And we want you all to be a part of it. And just please share what your honest thoughts, be vulnerable with us. And know that we will hear and see you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. What about you, Silver?
I just think you're going to watch it and know that two genuine friends are sitting next to each other, laughing, cutting up, calling each other names, and hopefully we touch a sparkle inside of you and
Absolutely.
touch a moment or a feeling with you, and we can do this forever with you.
Well, the biggest challenge for us is because there's so much content, there's so much available to talk about, right? So not only just turning you guys loose and letting you go is crazy valuable, but like you guys are going to be introducing products that everybody needs to the people that need them, right? That's another thing you're doing. But then more than anything, like just everything going on in culture, like you guys have literally like. He's performed at the same stadiums that you played in, right? So in the same cities and so on and so forth. Like, so it's amazing the
he looked
overlap.
better in the jersey. we should do a side by side of me in a Seahawks jersey. I look like a fucking linebacker. It's great.
You'd be a dangerous fullback.
Hit him in the knees,
I
bro.
strongly believe it.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Yeah, till I get hit and I'm done.
Well, like, there's like we just, as we're sitting here today, the World Series is in. It was an unbelievable World Series.
Best World Series in the history of World Series.
Unbelievable, right? And
I don't care who you rooted for. That game wouldn't end, and I didn't want it to end.
No, it was absolutely incredible. Hearing you guys talk about that, obviously football, obviously any sports, any pop culture happening in town, any stuff going on in Nashville, award shows, like literally, like you guys have valuable input on all these things. So the biggest challenge for us is making sure that we can cover it all, and we're going to do that. It's going to be a lot of segments, dude. I'm telling you, that's the only way to get through it all. There's just too much. If not, I mean, I guess it could be a 24-hour show. I guess it's telethon.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, but like, so in my mind, I'm seeing a lot of segments. The cool thing is because we're not you guys own everything. So we're not pushed by time. So if a segment goes over, we can roll with it. But that's the thing, man, is like, there's just, it's endless content. And you're right, Golden. We do want to hear from everybody, what they like the best and why, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a really fun journey, man. I absolutely love doing this stuff.
Yeah. And if you got foul shit to say, send it to Golden.
That's right.
I can take it.
He's our gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I can take it.
No, but just thank you. That's all I'm saying. Looking forward to this. And,
Man.
Something that we've both been thrown at for a while, and the time
Yeah.
wasn't right, and I feel the time's right. Let's do it.
Well, fellas, thanks for the time today. It's always good to hang. We're going to, after we wrap this, we're going to go back and meet about some fun stuff, man. So,
Meeting for another meeting.
a meeting for another meeting. That's right. Finding the right health plan can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Backed by over 12 years of experience and more than 20 national and local awards, Team Hyder is here to help you navigate your options and choose a plan that fits your family's needs and your budget. So whether you're looking for individual coverage, family plans, or even Medicare options, Team Hyder brings expert guidance with heart. Visit teamhyder.com today to schedule your consultation and get the coverage that you deserve. Once again, folks, DJ Silver, Golden Tate, thank you, fellas. I appreciate you more than you know, man. Absolutely. Golden Showtime Tate the third, Super Bowl champ, Pro Bowl wide receiver, entrepreneur and podcaster, a spokesman and partner of Pride and Tradition Bourbon, Trace and Chase and SI Pro Picks. DJ Silver, groundbreaking Nashville DJ producer and entertainer, spokesman and partner of Happy Jewelers, Happy Dad, Roper and Tin Hall, and Real American Beer with others, man. So Silver and Gold is coming in 2026. Come on, right? Folks, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of The Hitstreak. I am your man, Nick Hyder. God bless.